Peace, love, and light. Healing through inspiration. How y'all doing, man? It's a great grand. Man, this is like my third time trying to film, and it's telling me memory issues. I clear everything on the photos, and I've even uninstalled 4 apps that weren't getting used now. So if it cuts off again, I am sorry. But hey, I've been trying to film, still trying to film. So, let's get this going. But anyways, you know what, man? I just sitting here thinking. I just left one of our YouTube premieres. Make sure you guys set reminders and whatnot so you guys can see, and hit the bell notification so you can be immediately notified, and let you guys know that our Originally Cap 2.0 is actually out on our website, healingthroughinspiration.com/shop. But what I wanted to say is that, man, oh freaking man, because I'm sitting there thinking about me as a child, bro. Like, I remember in the store, my biological, well, let me tell the story. Let me see. Yeah, I think I was in the store with. No. I gotta tell this part. Okay, gotta make sure I get it right, y'all. So I was in this. So I remember, like, growing up with like parents who are narcissists. It's like, I mean, it just makes you so assed out backwards, like so confused, like so many things wrong. Like, nigga, I mean, I used to get in trouble, like, and for things like it wasn't even like I didn't do. Things I didn't do, or they would just treat me like I was in trouble, like I did something wrong. I did so many times I'd just be on punishment or whatever. I didn't do anything freaking wrong. Like, do you know how damaging that affects the child's psyche? Like my mother, like it would be times that my biological mother, she wouldn't want to speak to me real, like, or if she did, well, it was a gift when she did, but if she did, it was always like, nah, you did this, like, no, like I always did something wrong, like what the frick, like a bitch just coming home like that, or just always acting like that, or acting like I'm in trouble, like no TV, no this, no that. I'm like just always just so freaking rude, like and it's bringing me back as I was just doing it, because it was just like, freaking F that bitch, man. Um, uh, Very disgusting that the fact that this bitch, just a lying bitch like that, still, says that, oh, I hate her, don't hit me, don't beat me, don't abuse me. When she did all that stuff to me, but yet she tries to come back into my life. Get the frick out of here, you bum ass bitch. But I don't say. So it was like growing up. So I was like, I think I had to be in. Was I in middle school or high school? I had to be in middle school, I think, or is it high school? No, middle school. No, whatever. So, anyways, I just getting in trouble. Like, I'll be in trouble for stuff I didn't do, and like, I didn't know about. Like, just always like, no, you on punishment, and always on punishment. I'll be on punishment for so freaking long, and I wouldn't hear any word about it. Like, they would just love to take any fun and joy I had of me, take the video games I had from me. Like, if it took my console, I stole that from me, I think. I'm trying to think. Was that the one? I think it's the one I even bought. Even the membership, I was paying for it. I paid the membership for it. Like, just taking my stuff. Didn't have no respect for me. No positive respect for me whatsoever. You know. I'm just thinking back to somebody's video. It was I. Um. The narcissists have no respect. They'll dismantle things and take the other things. Like, I know somebody else who made a video and they said that, uh, they had a car and their parents, their biological father, dismantled their car so it wouldn't stop. So he had to call the police on them in order to get his car. And the police told him that he had to put his car back together so it could start. Like, just evil stuff. They have like no respect. They'll destroy your own property, your own things that you have, you know? So, I mean, just growing up, like as a child, I mean, I would, just being in trouble. It was like, and you didn't know when or what, why, and just always walking on eggshells, and your freaking bum ass bitch of a biological mother, always angry, screaming. I mean, I used to literally count as a child, like, my biological mother, she'll never go a day, and she never can go a day without yelling at me. You're not there, they yelling at me or just yelling, period. And that day never came. Never came. Bitch always, 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 always yell. Fucking funky bitch. I almost cursed. But that bitch was just like so freaking trash, my guy. Freaking hell. Nigga. So, always freaking calling. And I always try to get this up. I just always angry bitch. And then that kind of just created me not to, I don't want to piss anybody off or this or that. I'm just like, I mean, you're just a born pissed off bitch. Always getting the attitude and whatnot. Like, frick that hoe, man. I'm looking at another item on our shop, on our site. Healing. We're about to add to healingthroughinspiration.com/shop. But just like how she used to just be freaking so angry. So angry and stuff, like it just wasn't progressive. Not a proper infrastructure for a child. And so then I remember being in the store. I was in the store where we were at the Sam's Club. It had to be a Sam's Club. Wow, I know it was a Sam's Club this time because it was right by our house. Literally right by our house. And one thing about it is that when we went there, she had I was going to, she always had this thing like, oh, you need to follow me. You need to follow me in the store. You need to follow me. And that in itself, nobody ever on narcissist videos ever talks about this. I know that for a fact. They never talk that what that actually does. That actually teaches the child, the boy, in order to have a woman lead. Having him followed around his mother at the tip of their nose. That doesn't teach the child to lead, especially when their father's there, and the man isn't the one that he's just following her. She's following her wherever she goes. He's just doing her. He's not the one leading, and that's a real issue that you see a problem with most of the people in society. It's the males. Adult males who I just don't want to piss her off. I just don't want to piss her off. It's really abusive behavior by the females. I just don't want to piss her off. You gotta let a bum bitch get mad. Let a bum bitch get mad. She gets pissed off. That's her choice. That's her decision. I just don't want to. I'm just following her. And that's where you can tell. Like when you look at these couples, they're all out of shape. And it's just kind of like, I'm with stupid. This type thing. And they just look like they stop caring for themselves. Really. They just, they're in it for the kids. They're in it for the kids. That was something I was constantly being told as a child that, my biological mother, it was so abusive for her to say this. Just looking back, knowing she doesn't care. She doesn't have any positive concern for me. She said, I'm going to divorce your father. I used to be so sad. I think I probably cried too. I was just so sad. I used to be like so sad that my parents are getting a divorce and be so fearful that they're getting divorced and they're divorced. She's always used to say that, I'm going to divorce your father. I'm going to divorce your father. I'm going to divorce your father. It's just till one time. I was like, go ahead and do it. Hurry up and do it. Do it. Bum bitch. All freaking Always. Ever since I was growing up, she freaking told me that. Threatening me with that. I said, go ahead and do it. Freaking do it. Good, bitch. You freaking threatening me all this freaking time, pussy. So she's like, oh, she's kind of, and so I remember it's like my 17th, I was 17. And she was telling me that, oh, I'm only with your father. She was like, I'm only, after, I'm just waiting till you graduate high school and I'm going to divorce your father. I'm going to divorce your father because I want you to have your father. It's important if you have your father in your life. Why would I have a nigga who's not even asked the appropriate role as a father? Like, this bitch nigga just hibernates in bed. You get this nigga a place to stay and you just lay up with this nigga and that's it. Like, you needy bitch. This nigga ain't no father. He's a cell phone father. This nigga stayed in my house, but he wouldn't talk to me when I was in the same house as me for days, even months, nigga. No joke. No joke. But he'll call me up. Hey, what? You ain't sure? Hello? Yeah. Okay, yeah. You sure you go to school? Make sure you get up on time for school. Okay, whatever. This nigga used to call my phone so freaking much that I remember one time, man, my biological mother was like, she was so freaking angry. She was about to cuss me out. It was like World War III was literally about to happen. Man. World War III was literally about to happen, yo. And she's like, oh, she's like, why the heck is you going over your minutes? Your phone went over the minutes. I said, I was shocked I even had minutes. I said, because I remember asking before, she told me I had unlimited everything. But clearly that wasn't the case because she was cussing me out. Why are you going over your, who you talking on the phone with too much? Nigga, she was going out. So I think I opened up the phone. I was like, nigga, I said, look. I opened up the call. I said, look. All this was dad. And this, that's how much that was all it was saying. I kept scrolling was that. And it was like, and she was like, oh, well, he's your dad. He can talk to you. That's okay. I was like, what the frick, bitch? You see how much this nigga calling me? Bitch ass nigga. It was only him. This nigga blowing my freaking line up. It went over my minutes. I didn't even know I had. And this nigga only calling me. We live in the same house. What the frick you calling me for? Bitch, nigga, you don't want to talk to me? But you had to call a nigga on the phone, try to act, oh yeah, I talked to Drew. He talked to him. Just a bitch ass nigga. Like this nigga never liked me, man. Thieving ass Negroid. But I'm still gonna get into the story. Don't worry, I just want to do that to set so y'all can know what type of people they are. You hear me? So then this nigga like, all right. So then I'm in the store. I'm at Sam's Club, and we're going in there. I'm looking at. So then like my biological mother, like I said, I was in punishment. I didn't even know why. Then something like that, and it was like, I remember it was a holiday. Had to be like a holiday. Was it like Christmas break or something? And I was like. Or something like that. It was a weekend for sure. It was like a